Today we're going to talk about endings to songs, and I'm going to start with what I call the standard first part of the ending, and it sounds like this. And that can be used for vocals and for instrumentals. For vocals, it's usually used alone. For instrumentals, you usually tag something else onto the end of that. So what I'm going to do is start with vocals, and let me start by showing you how to do this lick. It's very similar to Cripple Creek. You start here on your 2nd fret on the 1st string. You're going to do a pinch with your 5th string and your 1st string, that's your thumb and your middle finger, and you're going to slide with your middle finger on your left hand up to the 5th fret. So I'm going from the 2nd to the 5th fret, and there's a little bit of a pause when I do it. Notice I didn't just go, so there's a little bit of a pause. Once you get up here, you're going to pinch 1 and 5 again, and those strings will sound the same. And then come back to the 2nd fret, do a forward roll starting on the 5th string, so it's going to be 5, 2, 1, 5. So what I've got again from the beginning, then you're going to do a backwards roll. Take your middle finger, move it to the 3rd string, keep it on the 2nd fret. Your backward roll is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1. And then play the 3rd string open. So the lick slowly sounds like this. Now, the way that you put that onto the ending of a song, so let's say that you have a vocal, and the easiest way to do this is you take, this is only good, by the way, for songs that are in G position. So if you're playing with a capo and you're in A or B or C, you can still use this lick. So it's G position. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the final chord of the song, and it works for most songs, and you take the last beat. And let me give an example. So let's use I'll Fly Away. And when you sing the last measure of I'll Fly Away, your last chord before you return to G is a D chord. And there's 2 beats of it. You play 1.5 beats of the D chord. So that would be like a boom, chop, boom. And then you would go straight to your ending. So if I was singing the last line, and again, you can use that with any song. So if we picked another song, Worried Man Blues, let's say. So our last line, I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. So again, I took the last beat of the song, I divided it in half. So I had, on this song, I had 4 Ds. I'm worried, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can put that on any song that way. So if the chord, the final chord before you return to G has 1 beat in it, then you would only do your boom of that chord and then instantly go into your ending. If it has 2 beats, you would do 1 full beat and then 1 half beat, and then go to your ending. There are more vocal endings. This is just one. It's a pretty popular vocal ending, but don't think that this is the only one that you can do. Now, if you're putting this on an instrumental, then you can do something simple like shaving a haircut, and there are lots of different ways you can do shaving a haircut. I have a real simple way. It's not the Earl Scruggs way. I'll start with the first part, and then I'll put the shaving a haircut on it. Now what I'm doing for my shaving a haircut, I am up on the 1st and 2nd strings. I'm on the 7th and 9th frets. And what I'm doing is I'm choking with this string, which means I'm stretching it. So I'm using my index finger and my middle finger of my right hand And then when I play those two strings together, I'm going to push with this finger and stretch that string. And then I take my fingers off and play 5, 1. And then I take my index finger, put it on the 3rd string, 9th fret, and I play 3, 1. And I'm using thumb middle when I play 3, 1. So I have pinch, open 5, 1, then I'm going to fret the 3rd string, 3, 1. Then I go up to the 16th and the 17th frets. And you can use 2 different fingers if you prefer. You can play, and I just slid mine. Either way is fine. So that Shaving a Haircut sounds like. And I used my middle finger that time. You can use your index or middle. It doesn't really matter here. So let's say you were doing Cripple Creek. And so you were ending Cripple Creek. That one, there's no kind of segue, nothing that you need to do. You just take that final pinch, and instead of going into part B, you go into the ending. Now let's say you were doing something like Blackberry Blossom. So if I take a simple part B of Blackberry Blossom, I can do that. Now the more common ending for Blackberry Blossom, and this is something that I usually suggest that people do, for Blackberry Blossom in particular, people usually go back to part A and they play part A like the second time through. And this makes it a rather long ending, but it is pretty normal for this particular song. So once I would do my standard ending, and you wouldn't put any pinch on the end, you would leave that off since it is the ending of the song. I like to use this type of a thing for a lot of the songs that I end because it makes the ending for each one special. So I will take parts of a song or something that sounds like the song and use it for the ending. A good example of that would be Turkey in the Straw. So if I went into part B of the song and we would pretend like this is the second time through the song, I would be playing. And there I've taken part of the song, something that sounds like the ending of the song. It lasts 4 measures, which is the same amount of time that Shaving a Haircut would last. And I've added that to make it special to that song so that I don't have to use Shaving a Haircut or the same ending for every instrumental that I play. And what you'll have to do is just kind of analyze the song. Other songs do have special endings, like Foggy Mountain Breakdown has one, and it generally doesn't use this standard first part of the ending. These are things that you'll just have to listen to recordings, and I encourage you to listen to the recordings of the people who wrote the songs or some of the original people that played them so you can hear, if you want to hear, what was done with them normally when they were actually written. And that'll give you a good idea as to whether or not you want to put the standard first part on there with Shaving a Haircut or whether you need to learn a special ending for that song. But you can have some liberty with that. That's part of what's fun with bluegrass music, is making it your own. Well, I hope this has helped you.